Hi, um, I just recorded this long video about how meaningless words can be and how much the truth cannot be contained by words. And then I realized like I didn't record the main thing I wanted to record about that. So here it comes. Um, so this recent couple of like months or years were about like discovering how much truth cannot be contained by words. Like it's like catching a ball, but you cannot like fully wrap your fingers around it. You just like have one spot, like maybe three fingers, maybe all of your fingers, but you cannot completely cover it. Like this truth is like we catch it with our words sometimes, but we cannot fully contain it in our words. And it's so funny, and I now experience now I really enjoy it when I realized like I'm not right. It wasn't true. It's okay, it wasn't true. And so many things weren't as true as I thought it was, and it's kind of okay. um, it's kind of happy to discover that the words are not really right. Um, and I have experienced so many streams of Christianity. Um, and I always came to the point when it was just like words and the truth is lost. When I was a kid, when I ate the chocolate out of the chocolate Santa Claus figure, I always tried to like reconstruct the paper as if the chocolate was still in it to make it look like as if it wasn't eaten. And I think most of our words about some aspects of the truth are like that, like the wrapping paper of the truth. And the only real truth about it is what you experience of it. It's is what is the love of God that is experienced by you through it. Um, there is a legend that I don't know, maybe it's true, that the Apostle John, at the end of his years, he was like sitting outside the gates of the temple and saying, "Just love each other." And sometimes I feel so done with all the streams and all the thoughts and all the revelations, and all I can feel is like only the love was true of all of this. And this is kind of what Paul says, like only love remains, even prophecies and everything will be over and only love remains. And sometimes I feel like that, like nothing is true. And actually everything is true if you experience the love of God in it. I really love how different people from different cultures talk about the same thing. Like a monk of the Middle Ages, like talks so differently, has quite a terrible theological setup, quite a bad wrapping paper around the truth. And after a while, I might feel like a little bit judgmental, like I have a better view on God. I have a better image of God than you. And then I I can see how he or she experienced the love of God and how much this person became the love of God. And then I'm like, maybe this person knows God more than I do because he experienced the truth, not the wrapping paper. And maybe I just should just shut up. Maybe I should just not think about this anymore because what is true about the truth is what you experience of the love of God in it and through it. So we can throw words around everything and we can wrap everything in words. Even terrible things can be wrapped in good words. Some dictators can do that. The only thing that matters is the essence of it, the truth that is beyond words. And this is what I would encourage everyone, that go beyond the words. Words can be true, more or less. You can get some revelation, some liberation from all kinds of streams and teachings. If you're lucky, you get more benefit than hurt. And you can play this game going from church to church, stream to stream, teaching to teaching, and you can gain some from it. But it's like collecting the breadcrumbs. And God is like, I prepared a dinner for you. Sit down at my table. The wedding supper of the Lamb is ready. This is the wedding feast. Call everyone from the streets. This is the table I prepared for you in front of your enemies. This is the table I'm calling all the nations to feast at. Like, just sit down and eat. This is for you. The endless truths that cannot be contained by words and thoughts and nothing that is our mind capable of doing. You can have that truth. Don't collect the breadcrumbs of the words that refer to truth and some aspect of the truth. That's a nice play. And if you enjoy that game, play it. I still play it sometimes. But there is the real thing beyond the words. And this is why I speak about like silence and practicing silence that much. And this is why there is a huge tradition of it, not just a little girl talking about it every now and then in a YouTube video. Because some people have discovered it before us, that what you can contain in words is quite not that always true. That is just a fraction. But what you are, I am that I am, says God to Moses. Before Abraham was, I am, says Jesus, and says the name of God. So just be in that I am, in this essence, in this existence of God that is beyond words. And sometimes it looks like after praying, after worshipping, after meditating, after reading the word, after hearing, after listening to your favorite preacher, after all the spiritual exercises that you love doing, you just stay longer when your mind is not that active and you don't think about these things. You are just there. And you don't try to like come to any kind of conclusion or to any kind of revelation. You are there in that truth of God that is without words, and you can be with this truth. You can be in this truth, and you can be that truth. And this is the same in everyone. Like you read the monk and you read the whoever in another galaxy, you read their writings and you realize that same essence. Even if their words are very messed up and very far away from you. One day we will all discover how not right we all have been. You will discover, I will discover, none of us were a little bit right about anything. Only love will remain. So I would encourage you to be in that wordless truth of God. Sometimes it looks like staying more with God than your regular practices that you enjoy, and you are just there and you don't do anything. Preferably, you don't even think anything. At least you don't take your thoughts that seriously and you're just there enjoying that that I am, that existence of God. And you can be with that truth, and you can be in that truth, and you can be that truth. So be it. Amen. You can stay in this silence for another 10 minutes or whatever you want. I'm gonna switch up this video.